Hello, this is your Zodiac Oracle greeting you. There are no coincidences. You are here because life wants to show you a sign. Open your heart and receive the guidance that comes to you today. Gemini. You are not in front of these words by chance. Gemini. Coincidence does not exist on the paths where energy speaks and the stars deliver judgment. Something higher, invisible, and powerful has taken you by the hand to guide you here, precisely at the perfect moment when your soul needed it. It is a secret calling, a sacred mandate that crosses the veil of time and reaches you like a divine echo. Do you feel it in your chest? That trembling in your spirit is not fear. It is the unmistakable sign that the mysteries have opened and the message has descended upon you. Do not ignore it, because the doors of destiny appear only to those who have the courage to look. Your duality, Gemini, has always been your gift and your trial. You have walked between lights and shadows, between the voice of doubt and the whisper of hope. And in this time, the cards reveal that the battle is not external, but within you. Chains you drag from the past try to stop you, hidden voices, sometimes enemies, sometimes false friends, seek to distract you from your purpose. But listen carefully. What they tried to hide from you will be illuminated, and the truth will fall like a lightning bolt of justice upon the lie. Nothing can stop those who walk with the blessing of the divine. The tarot opens showing a warning. Someone watches you with envy, someone feeds on your brightness, someone disguised as closeness carries a dagger of jealousy. It is not coincidence that you feel heaviness in your surroundings, that you perceive dense energies in your conversations. But do not fear, because where they build shadows, the universe has prepared for you a lit torch. That light is divine justice, and justice never makes mistakes. It never arrives late. The voice of the Eternal repeats over you, "I am worthy of good and good comes to me." Repeat it softly, repeat it in your heart. It is the decree that opens the door to your protection. And in repeating it, you will feel as though a circle of fire forms around you, blocking betrayals, pushing away invisible knives, breaking spells of envy. But it is not only hidden enemies that are revealed here. Your own fears have also been a disguised adversary. How many times have you doubted yourself? How many times did you believe you weren't enough, that what you carried had no value? Those doubts were planted in you like thorns by those who could never endure your greatness. And today the stars deliver judgment. Those thorns burn away, those chains break, those inner voices go silent. Because who you truly are is awakening, and your essence demands freedom. Gemini, this message is no coincidence. It is a sacred key that comes to open paths for you in love, in work, in money, in everything where you once saw closed doors. And what does the universe want to give you? Promises of victory. But victory does not come without battle, and yours is only beginning. Your birth chart shows that divine justice is already in motion. People who hurt you will begin to feel the weight of their actions, and you won't need to lift a finger. The universe acts, energies realign, and you will see how those who laughed at you will soon have to bow their heads. Do not celebrate their downfall. Simply understand that everything balances itself. The prophetic voice rises and says, "I am worthy of good, and good comes to me." Engrave it in your mind, repeat it again, because every word is a hammer breaking invisible walls. In love, your duality will be tested. Two paths appear before you. One that seems easy but is empty, and another that requires patience but brings fulfillment. The person who truly loves you will not be the one who makes promises without keeping them, but the one willing to fight with you through adversity. Open your eyes, because soon it will be revealed who is with you out of interest and who truly cares for your soul. Prepare yourself, truths that hurt are coming, but behind that pain will come freedom. In work, the cards show hidden opportunities in places you never thought to look. An unexpected change is approaching. Perhaps a proposal, a shift, a restructuring. Do not see it as a threat. See it as a push to a higher level. Money will begin to flow, but it demands that you release the mindset of scarcity. If you think of losses, you will attract losses. If you decree abundance, abundance will open to you. That is why I say, repeat with strength, with conviction, with burning faith. I am worthy of good and good comes to me. And now, a phrase you must write in the comments to open the door of this decree in your life. The universe shows me my truth and leads me to my victory. Write it with your hands, because what you write engraves itself into your destiny, and each letter will be like a contract with the divine. And listen, Gemini, listen well. As a sign of gratitude to the universe for giving you this message at the exact moment, give this video a like. By doing so, you not only support this voice that reveals itself to you today, but you also commit to yourself, to open your spirit to more signs, more guidance, more paths. It is a symbolic act, but symbols move energy. Give that gesture to the universe and watch how new lights begin to arrive in your life. The color that lights up for you is deep blue, symbol of protection and wisdom. Use it in clothing, in objects, in candles, because it will open portals of clarity. Your lucky numbers: 3, 7, 11, and 21. Write them down, because these numbers will resonate in important decisions. And your spiritual energy is marked by a fire that awakens, a fire that will not be extinguished, a fire that says, victory is yours, abundance is yours, true love is yours. Because the voice of destiny chose you to hear this today. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Today because it was the perfect moment. Today because you were prepared. Today because you needed it. In the silence where signs become flesh, you hear the breaking of old chains and the calling of a truth that cannot wait. You feel that someone has pronounced your name on an invisible altar, and that invocation reached you like a whisper that raises your skin. Gemini, in your inner sky a new compass opens. Nothing that passes through your hands in these days will be trivial, because each gesture will be a key that opens or closes portals. There are eyes that look at you with curiosity, others with love, and a few with shadow. I come to take your hand, to speak to you like a mother who knows your fears and celebrates your courage. I come to warn you with tenderness, to awaken your discernment, and to remind you that you were chosen to hear this right now. You will notice it in the heartbeat that quickens when you name your desire. You will notice it in the clarity that arrives like lightning when you finally dare to ask, what do I truly want? Because there, in that question, is born the light that defeats the darkness. And divine justice, which never sleeps, readies its balance to weigh intentions, words, and silences. Ancient presences protect you. Voices of your ancestors place a cloak of deep blue over your shoulders so you may walk without fear. However, the tarot opens with its first warning. The one who feeds on your light is not always far away. Sometimes they share your table, sometimes they disguise themselves as advice, sometimes they celebrate your achievements in public while planting doubts in private. Observe with love, but observe with a magnifying glass. That person who minimizes your progress with a "it's not such a big deal" carries a stone on their tongue. Another who only approaches when they need something steals your time and clarity. This is not a call to war. It is a call to set limits with sweetness and firmness. Remember, true loyalty does not demand that you dim so another can shine. You have been a lighthouse, and the lighthouse does not ask permission to shine. Do not waste yourself arguing with shadow. Light the lamp, and the shadow will have nowhere to stand. Do you feel the crossroads? Do you feel how the air changes when you choose to protect yourself? In speaking your truth, you untie old knots, and each knot you release returns strength, beauty, and direction to you. In love, you are asked for radical honesty. If you are with someone, there will be important, perhaps uncomfortable, conversations around trust and shared plans. Do not avoid essential topics. What do you both need to feel fulfilled? Where have you remained silent for fear of displeasing? What habits are ready to die so the bond can be reborn with more light? The card of the star smiles at you, indicating that promises made from the heart find fertile ground, and every gesture of care will be multiplied. For those who are single, a luminous opportunity aligns. Someone who does not seek to possess you, but to understand you. Someone who listens to your words and, above all, your silences. Take care of your inner dialogue. If you speak to yourself with love, you will attract love. If you speak to yourself with harshness, you will attract trials. And you no longer need more trials. You need tenderness, connection, hands that hold you. Your sign, so agile in mind, deserves a love that is also home, not just spark. When it appears, you will know it by the peace you feel in your chest. If in doubt, wait. If it burns but confuses, breathe. If it embraces you and lets you be, honor that blessing. In your finances, the oracle shows paths opening in the form of small opportunities. Do not dismiss them. A collaboration, a side project, an idea that seemed like a hobby but asks for structure. There lies the seed of prosperity. Be careful with impulsive spending to calm others' anxieties. You are not responsible for buying acceptance or paying for someone else's peace. Your money loves to be guided by a plan. And when you guide it, it responds. There is a secret agreement between your intelligence and abundance. When you organize, more arrives. You will see concrete signs, overdue payments being released, proposals returning, people who owed you an answer finally bringing it. You will receive something that rightfully belongs to you. Perhaps recognition for your work, perhaps a client returning, perhaps the closing of a cycle that returns what was invested. Allow this to reconcile you with the idea of worthiness. You were created to flourish, not merely to survive. In work, life invites you to leave autopilot. Your creativity is asking for fresh air. Courses, readings, exchanges with inspiring people. You are one conversation away from your next level. Do not underestimate the power of introducing yourself clearly and saying, "This is what I do, this is what I seek, this is what I offer." Where once you settled for being useful, now your right to be valued is activated. If you feel unseen, raise your hand. If you feel unheard, choose another stage. The universe adores movement. When you move, doors move too. It is time to cleanse your energetic field. A bath of intention with salt and green leaves, a blue candle lit at dawn, a prayer spoken from your chest. Speak to your guides as you would to a loving mother. Tell them your fears, your doubts, your dreams, and then release them so the magic can operate. At dusk, write a single phrase to anchor your path, and if it resonates with you, leave it in the comments as a seal of faith and testimony of your commitment. Today I break the chains and choose my freedom. It is simple and sacred. By writing it, you turn the paper into an altar. If these words touch you and you recognize the invisible caress that has reached you, offer a symbolic gesture of gratitude. Leave a like on this video as one lights a candle in a temple. That small act aligns you with the frequency of receiving more signs and commits you to your own awakening. It is not a formality. It is a silent pact with yourself and with life. Your power color remains deep blue, but golden shades are added, because wisdom now wants to shine with courage. Your resonating numbers in this stage accompany you in sequences that open doors. 3 for beginnings, 7 for protection, 11 for intuition, 21 for completion, and the number 5 appears as a well-guided wind of change. Use them to mark dates, to order ideas, to bless decisions. Your spiritual energy feels like a soft circle of fire, warming without burning, protecting without enclosing, pushing without dragging. You are being guided to a victory that is silent inside and visible outside, to an abundance built step by step, to a love that honors your awake mind and sensitive heart. And as you move forward, remember, divine justice is already in motion. You do not need to speed anything up, only to walk in truth. Do you feel it? The night recedes. Dawn rises within you. There are days when life seems like a board where others move pieces in your name. Today I tell you with tenderness and firmness, take back your hand. Destiny gives you the queen and the knight, and wants to see you play with strategy, not fear. The cards show you strengthen when you clarify your boundaries. Who enters, who leaves, what practices nourish, what voices confuse. The hidden enemy, the one who smiles but causes noise in your stomach, loses power when you name what you see. Do not seek conflict. Seek clarity. Clarity is both sword and shield. You will be surprised at what happens when you say no from a place of peace. Ties that were ropes fall like old threads, and in their place appear true hands. The closing of this message, which comes to you by loving design, brings the promise of what you deserve: victory, love, and abundance. A victory is not humiliating anyone. It is looking in the mirror and recognizing you chose light even when the night tempted you. A love is not a handout. It is a home you build with patience and trust. Our abundance is not noise. It is a serene flow where your gifts find a channel. In the coming days, you will see confirmations. A conversation you feared going better than expected, money you thought lost returning, a gesture of care that warms you. Do not get distracted from the essential. Your life is being guided, you are being held. And if I must leave you one last warning, it is this: do not hand over your power for flattery. Do not negotiate your intuition out of fear of discomfort. Do not remain where your soul shrinks. Divine justice will continue to arrange the pieces. Those who betrayed you learn. Those who ignored you observe. Those who truly loved you remain. Your task is not to watch over consequences, but to live in coherence. And coherence, quiet waters at first, ends as an unstoppable river that places you exactly where you belong. Before saying goodbye, take this image and keep it in your heart. You walk on a bridge between two mountains. On your left, the night with its stars. On your right, the dawn. You in the center holding a lamp. That lamp is your consciousness. It does not ask you to run. It asks you to hold the light and take the next step. Behind you remain voices that no longer command. Before you, a clean path opens. And at the end, something awaits you. A table set, hands that receive you, a laughter that recognizes you. It is your life celebrating your return to yourself. If this message felt like an embrace and a truth, leave a caress for the universe. A like that says, I am here, I listen, I trust. And if it resonates, share a brief spark so that others may join the current. I walk in light and the light guides me. The invisible web does the rest. I leave you with one final certainty, soft as a cradle and firm as a root. You did not come to lose yourself in eternal labyrinths. You came to cross them to remember who you are. And you are achieving it. May your night be clear, your day be just, and your path always find you facing forward. Thank you for listening. I embrace you with my soul. Gemini.